It's an incredible journey for me, Purav, along with you. I was drawn to Star Leadership Hub because of its structured coaching approach. Unlike traditional job searches strategies, this program helped me bring a long-term perspective to my career and got me into a situation where I had a problem, which is a good to have problem, having multiple options to job. So your focus on family is perfectly not only aligned, but is very much needed because I have not seen any other career coach talking about it. Purav, thank you so much for this opportunity and talking to me today morning. About my background, I have over 20 years of experience in enterprise sales, cloud solutions, and digital transformations. Throughout my career, I have worked with some of the leading organizations like Wipro, Bull Data Services, Sifi, Arcom, Maersk in my last assignment, where I have driven multi-million dollar revenues and helping business adopt to cutting edge technologies. Recently, for a couple of months, I've been looking for a leadership role in IT sales and digital transformation. And that is when I connected with Star Leaders Hub to refine my approach, enhance my communication skills, and strategize my position in the job market. Prior to joining to your program, I was already working with another coach, and he did help me making the foundation, but I was still missing one, the continuity part of it, and secondly, the accountability part of it. So there was a lot of emphasis on creating a lot of marketing material, but how to use about and how to consistently keep yourself motivated was missing in that program. So that's where I aligned with you. I was drawn to Star Leadership Hub because of its structured coaching approach and the focus on personal branding, leadership development, and also the mindset shift. Unlike traditional job searches strategies, this program helped me bring a long-term perspective to my career and not just the first job after my break. So, what it helped me was with a sustainable career roadmap. Now I'm very clear where I'm moving in 3 years, where I want to be in 5 years, and how. Most important part is how dreaming is easy, but putting an action plan to achieve it is difficult. So the guidance from you was invaluable in defining a clear goal and making this job search more and more strategic and impactful. Coming to what worked for me, I think the very first thing that comes to my mind is games framework. The games framework of gratitude, affirmation, meditation, exercise, and scheduling helped me it was a game changer for me. It helped me stay accountable, plan my day in advance, and maintain a positive mindset. The structured approach ensured that I focused not on the job search alone, but also building some real right habits and be connected with my family also at the same time. This is a very difficult journey for any job seeker, especially if he's off the job. And keeping a positive mindset during this time is very important because you get to deviate from your focus. You get to get carried away with few not so happening things happening with while being in this journey. So games kept me grounded, games kept me accountable, and kept me with a positive mindset. The second thing that really worked for me was personal branding on LinkedIn strategy. So before joining Star Leaders Hub, I was using LinkedIn, I was creating content, but it wasn't effective, it wasn't impactful. Through the coaching that I received through this program and through your personal guidance on certain aspects, I started writing insightful posts every day, and then it started building engagement on LinkedIn. So not only it helped me expand my network, it also helped me prepare for my interviews. I was preparing from my past experience stories, which came very handy when I started appearing for interviews. I had a ready library of stories, concepts, which I could speak very fluently in my interview process. I'm sorry. Not lastly, but one of the other concept that comes to my mind is mindset shift. One of the biggest takeaway was shifting job seekers mentality to a value provider mindset, where I started positioning as a problem solver rather than a job seeker. So in my last three interviews, I beforehand prepared certain decks which helped me position myself as a problem solver, and the entire focus of interview panel then shifted from knowing more about me to understanding what I have to offer to them. The entire communication was in direction of why I think that this will work, this will not work for their organization, and what are my frameworks, what are my research basis which I have come up with these plans. Yes, at a very high level, they wanted to know my background, but that was very minuscule compared to the larger part of discussion, which was totally focused on what I presented in the deck. They were really impressed with one more thing where I presented to them my 30, 60, and 90 days plan after joining, proactively telling that I'm already thinking of this job and I'm already aligned with the organization and what I would be doing in next 90 days, and how I became from a new joinee to a valuable resource who's contributing in a 3 months time. This also helped me lot securing the job that I got. So if I have to sum it up, LinkedIn helped me get right interactions starting, and the approach to be problem solver helped me crack the interviews. Both ways, it was learning and guidance that I got from the program and from you helped me in a very big way. Now, if I have to talk about what is my message to the mid-career professional is, uh, I think learning and upskilling is important, but upskilling on right skills, as you have rightly been telling, gaining more and more certifications is not going to help it, but building on skills which are irreplaceable, the skills which matters are communication, personal, interpersonal skills, being able to network are important. So if I have to ask, if you ask me the 3 or 4 things that I would want my community member here on SLH or in general midlife, mid-career professional, is that one, you have to trust this process. It works. You have to be patient. You have to be continually doing it without any doubt. You help me keep my mindset clear. And one thing which I always remember is that once the interview is over, stop thinking about it and prepare for the next one. Don't wait for a result to come. And that helped me have 4 or 5 conversations parallelly going on now. But uh, again, another thing is networking. As you have been always telling, don't network when you need it, network when you don't need it. I think that's a very good positive thought that you have seeded in my mind, and I'm going to carry it throughout my career journey for as long as I'm going to work. Building network is essential when you're going out for a hunt, but it's very important to do that when you're not doing a job hunt. Connecting with people, regularly engaging with them is something which has become part of my life now. I spend, uh, barring last 1 week, I spend close to 1 hour plus on LinkedIn every day morning, reacting to few posts, writing myself. So I'll keep on doing that. Learning and adapting is another thing which mid-career professionals should keep in mind. And very basic core skills like communication, like networking, like interpersonal skills are far more underrated but highly valued uh, vis-a-vis certain certifications which are led or based on technology advancements. Yes, you have to learn technology advancements, you have to learn new technologies, but madly following the rat race of getting more and more certification is not going to help you. What's going to help you is your core skills, the mindset change, a mindset of being a problem solver. So, if I have to conclude, it's an incredible journey for me, Purav, along with you and with SLH, transformation journey for me, and I hope the end is there. And if you're continuing to find a new reality, that's going to happen. You have to plan it and action it. So, that's my summation to you, Purav. Implementation and weekly accountability through 2 interactions that I was going through with you, Wednesday and Saturdays. I think that really helped me be consistent in my effort. Every Wednesday, you used to talk about hackathons, putting me through communication challenge that helped me a lot improve my communication. So the implementation part became very easy being associated with you. In my earlier program, a lot of material was dumped, and I was expected to complete it by myself with one cadence in 15 days time. So while I started with a lot of energy initially with him, but over a period of time, it diluted. And that's where I wanted somebody to hand hold me through the journey. And that's where I think you and the star leaders have came very effective. With two weekly interactions, I was always on top of what I'm doing next. And your regular guidance, feedback, whether in person or through your messages, always came handy to me.
So, where do you see yourself in this journey? Uh, would you like to upgrade, or are you thinking about moving forward in this journey?
Purav, without a second doubt, and I have shown my intent earlier also to you, yes, I would definitely like to continue. Now that I have secured a job, my next focus is to create my executive presence, leadership, and along the term, the career growth. So I would love to explore the advanced coaching also. I would love to upgrade also. There is no doubt in my mind. And also the way I see my career journey today, this is just a milestone that I have achieved. It's not the end of the journey. I need the 3x growth. I need the financial independence, which is why I will continue with this program. And I'm more than excited to be part of the community. See, the initial results after starting to write consistently, it motivated more because while I was not getting job offers already, but I was seeing a lot of traction being built.
Hmm.
My reach to people was higher. I built. So when I started this journey, I was around 2,000 network with 2,000 individuals. By end of this, as I speak today, it's 3,500 plus of that on my LinkedIn network. So over last 6 months, I have added close to 1,500 new connections, and I'm actively involved with at least 100 plus of them.
Hmm.
So, which kind of helped me establish the trust in the process. Yes, I will get a job offer also sooner or later, but at least I am being visible, I am being looked up to. And there were few occasions where a few junior level people also reached out to me reading my post and said that, sir, we would want your guidance in terms of how to go about career. So, especially after that one webinar, seminar that I did with college, a lot of traction started coming from people seeking my guidance. It also gave me a confidence that it's not only the senior generations of professionals like you and me, but also the newer generations, which is already there on LinkedIn, are looking for guidance and support.
As the star leaders of community, one of the values is to become the right role model for the family. And sometimes I feel that will it connect with the mid-career professionals, because whosoever is entering, they are always looking for career growth. And I put in this one more value of family. So how I want your opinion on this also, that how did you take it, and how did it, if it helped you, how did it went for you?
To be very honest, Purav, for a very long time in my career, I have never given importance to my family beyond a point, and I always prioritize work over family. There has been occasion where for work I have missed family functions. I missed taking care of my old parents also at times, but because of work. But I think it was the first time in my long career that I realized that you can be a winner, but if there is nobody to celebrate it with you, the win is not complete, and that's where family stands with you. So over last 6 months, I have really tried connecting back. End of the day, you cannot succeed without support of your family. You go through ups and downs in life, but it's your family that stands by you. It's the family that supports you, and I have seen that practically happening. So when you have a very strong family backing you and you are aligned with them, I think that's a very right mindset to have. As I said, your win is incomplete without the people around you who are there to celebrate. So your approach towards having family at center of this program is very right, very much needed because, like me, many professionals compromise on their family time, personal time, and family values to secure their careers. And there can be reasons which I now believe are not exceptions for ignoring family duties. Work will happen with or without you in any organization, but you have to realize your family will not be same without you. And that's a realization I have done now. So going forward also, that will always be a learning with me. While I will prioritize my well-being, my work, my career, but equal amount of focus will be with my family members and extended family. I have recently also developed a very unique bond with my son also because I'm now spending more quality time with him. We are doing things. So I'm again feeling that the child that I lost when he was 7 and now he's 11, last 5 years I've been completely focused on doing work. I have kind of ignored his needs, his needs are not for materialistic things, but his needs for my time. I've again started giving it back to him, and I'm realizing that the bond is now strong and more than ever growing better. So your focus on family is perfectly not only aligned but is very much needed because I have not seen any other career coach talking about it. My so my focus and clarity was for me to get back to a job first, without taking a hit on my take home. And this offer kind of served that. I have grown not much. I've grown only 4 to 5% from my last drawn. But I think after a 5 to 6 months of career gap, if you're able to get what you were getting, growth will happen with good work in time. Uh, there were few, as I said, there are other two discussions also open where the profile is also senior, and I'm also assuming the budget for those roles is going to be higher. I will take those decisions when it comes. I
Results
think
are
it is
coming.
all owes to your coaching, weekly coaching, which talked about clarity of goals. I can redefine my goal now, but until last week, my number one priority was to get back to a job. And to be honest with you, at a certain point of time, I was also ready to take a cut and go back.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's a decision which was like that was going in my mind that even if it is a slight cut of 10 20%, I'll be happy to join back at least. Fortunately, I don't have to do that. I joined only on a increment, not to the extent which a lot of people, but I think it is also a difficult year professionally. I've experienced jobs are less, the market conditions are difficult globally. But India is of course promising. But having said that, a lot of Indian job market is driven by West
True.
trends. So I think in this, if this job market, if you're getting a slight increment also from your last and getting a good organization to work for, which gives you enough time for other things, I think that's a good deal.